Okay, and let's talk about your plans for the future, right? We all understand that Thailand is not one of those countries that people can really stay like forever, maybe like green card stuff like that. So, do you have any plans to move like from Thailand to some other, maybe a European country or a country in America, or do you just want to stay here for a while, put things in order, and then just relocate back home to settle down?
Okay. Let me ask the question now to you. I'm turning it around.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Would you like to stay in Thailand and go back to your country, or you would like to travel to another place which has more opportunities than Thailand? I'd like you to answer before I answer.
My own opinion, right? My personal opinion. I personally think that it's better for me to go home and set up something for myself. Because honestly, I'm tired of moving from one country to another, right? Wherever you go, it's like you are still their servant. You still need to serve them. They treat you the way they want to treat you. But if I go to my home country and start something, I can become successful and I can help my fellow Cameroonians. That's my own, just my own opinion. Okay, so back to you.
So back to me. Looking at the country where I'm coming from, for now, I'll not even say that I want to go back to my country. No way. I'm not settling for less. So I'm looking, I'm not settling for less. So I'm just looking at the way forward. Like, if America comes, why not go to America? There are better opportunities in America. If I go to America, maybe I can make it faster to go back and settle down in my country. If I go to Europe, maybe I can make it faster. Yes, it's true that we can be servants, but sometimes it's just good to humble yourself, get what you want, and you go back where you're coming from. So, and staying in Thailand, I think it's going to take long for me to really achieve what I want to achieve. So if the door opens.
What advice can you give to your fellow countrymen or your fellow brothers and sisters who might be thinking of coming to Thailand to get a job and to better up their lives?
Well, let me say this to the camera. Dear brothers and sisters, if you're coming out to hustle and you just have Thailand, I cannot discourage anyone from coming here because the experience is never the same. So someone might come and go through a lot of hell, but another person can come and just get everything easy. So I will not discourage anybody, especially if you don't have anything doing back home. I beg you, if you have the means, pack your bags and start coming. It's not easy. It's not an easy place. Please, please, please. The person who is inviting you here, try to get enough advice from that person.
Yeah.
Get enough orientation. Try to ask any question, anything that you feel that you can ask, because there are a lot of things that when you don't ask, you get here, it's going to be a very difficult thing for you to deal with, especially when it has to do with documents and getting a job.
Exactly.
Ask the period of time to come, when you're supposed to come. Because if you come at a dangerous time, I swear, you will go through hell. So I'll encourage everybody. I like to see everybody succeed. So anyways, when you get here, if you want to know about the girl who said so, okay, you just ask for me. I'm always ready to help anybody in my own way. So I'll encourage anybody, if you're not doing anything and you want to use this as a stepping stone to your life, it's okay. If you want to come here and just be here for some time and go back home, it's very okay. So I'm going to encourage everybody to come. It's not an easy place. You have to be determined. You have to be focused, because out here it's not easy. They say home is home. So when you get out, you know the reason why they say home is home. I mean, you can stay back home with nothing and you're comfortable, but out here, no. So you have to be focused. So the door is open.
Okay. Before we go, just one more thing that just came to my mind, right? Talking of sometimes people travel overseas in general and they face a lot of difficulties after they've gotten there, right? And do you think it's fault of the person that is inviting them, or is their fault for not knowing where they are going? What I mean by not knowing is like not doing enough research about where they are going, what they are going there to do, what time is the best time to go there, and all those things.
Okay, I would say it's the fault of both parties, because if you're inviting somebody and you really have that person at heart, you tell the person everything that the person needs to know, especially the difficult parts.
Yeah.
And when you're saying it, don't say it to the person to discourage them. Always say it to encourage them, because two experiences are never the same. So you must have the person at heart before you want to invite them.
Yeah.
So anything you forget to say, I'd like it to stay as though you forgot. So inviting somebody that you have at heart, you need to tell the person everything, especially the difficult parts. Then it's also the fault of the invitee, because going somewhere, it's a new place. You need to ask everything, like anything that you have any doubt about. But sometimes the invitee might not even have an idea. Like if it's your first time, you've never been out there, so
you really don't know anything.
You really don't know anything. That's some things that you just discover when you get there. I had questions, I asked questions, but none of those questions were even relating to what I came and met here.
Exactly.
And the person too did not even give me an idea that this is how this thing was going to be. So sometimes the invitee will ask questions, but because the person has no idea, it's not just going to help. Some of the things that the person is asking is not going to help. So you, as the person inviting, because you're already there, you've experienced everything, so you have to tell the person, orient the person very well. Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes the person inviting might be an agent, maybe a visa agent. So he might be thinking that if he opens up everything up to you, you might be discouraged to come, and that would be like one more business that he has lost. So he'll try to sugarcoat everything to encourage you to come.
Okay, I understand that, but that is why the invitee has to get enough information. Like sometimes you even try to find out, do I know anybody there? Even if you've never spoken to the person before, write to the person or try to get some information from the person. How is this place? And some people will not still tell you.
Yeah, they won't tell you the truth.
So the best advice I can give to anyone who is going out, especially if you're coming to Thailand, don't over-expect.
Yeah.
Tighten your belt.
Yep.
Know that you are on your own.
Exactly.
And be ready to face whatever you meet.
Yeah.
Just be ready.
Yeah, if I like have to say something, I think that the agent or the person inviting, right, have to like educate the person who is coming, because like most of us who are traveling for the first time, we don't know anything. Somebody might just say, okay, come here, there's teaching job you can do. So he or she will not explain that there's a visa hustle that you have to go through, there's a visa change, and this and that and that.
And the person will not even tell you sometimes that there's no job, you have to come and look for your job.
Exactly. So once the person says, don't worry, just come over, there's a teaching job, I can get you a school, you have a job.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what question to ask next. You don't know anything about visa. You expect the person who has experience, who have lived over here, to kind of like educate you, get you informed on how things work over here, you see. And sometimes those people don't really meet up to their responsibility. They kind of like mislead you, and then they kind of like let you astray. And when you come here, you realize that the challenges are just too much. Yeah, and many people get frustrated. Some people cannot even extend their stay. Some people, even to get a job is like hell for them. So I think if anyone is inviting somebody, we all want to travel, we all want to have a good life. But if you are inviting somebody, you should try to educate the person. Let the person know what he or she is coming to face. Yes. Yeah, I think if people know beforehand, like if they know before they leave, or before they even made up their mind to come here, they will be prepared for whatever challenges that they will meet here.
Of course.
So any last word to our audiences before we go?
What can I say? Anyway, I'm grateful to be here, and I know that God, man is God to man.
Yeah.
Like, even times when you feel down, you just need to continue trying, keep trying.
Exactly.
Just try any way that you can, just continue to try. Know that there's always somebody somewhere that is willing to help.
Yeah.
No matter the situation you find yourself in, never forget that God is alive. Like,
Exactly.
always pray. Always say your prayers and say it with faith, and you have what you want.
Exactly.
So we're still starting our channel, so please subscribe.
Yeah, that on a serious note,
Thank
please
you.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, you just
And follow us, because you'll be having more interesting sessions with us. We're still starting, so
Yeah.
any mistakes,
Yeah.
comment section below. I'll fix it for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We are very happy to have you in our show, and we hope that you can come again in the future to share with our viewers out there. You know, this information you've provided might go a long way in helping others to make up their minds on where they want to go, or even if they want to come to Thailand, can make them to start asking the real questions about the whole
Documents.
issue. Yeah, exactly.
Number one.
So we've come to the end of today's show. We hope you find our show interesting and educative. And please leave your comments and suggestions on how we can make this show best serve you in the comment section. We are hoping to hear from you. If you enjoy watching our show, then it is advisable for you to subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification button so you will be notified whenever we post our show. So until next time, stay blessed and see you again.